Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
In the studio this morning is Chris Wood.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Invigorated, are you? Or it's all right?
I'm invigorated every time I come on this show.
Get on the air, you're ready.
I am. I love it.
You're a consummate professional.
Well,
I'm sure you've been called that more than once.
Try to be.
Yeah. I'm very trying, as you probably know. So what's going on in Farmville this week? Do you know?
Well, I don't know. Let's let the people tell us what's going on.
That would be great. I think
the number is 434-392-394.
I'm sorry. I'm not totally with it. Okay. Say again.
434-394-0924.
434-394-0924.
That's right.
There was a little mix-up of the, 392, 391. Didn't they add a new one recently?
Yeah, then 394.
So that's the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It used, always was 392.
Aha. So. These things about Farmville that I'm still learning along the way. I'm still trying to figure out. So there is some festival this weekend. Do you know which one it is? It's the Farmville...
well, it's going on.
It's the Taste of Farmville.
Yeah, it's going on tonight.
That's tonight. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, outstanding.
It's the Rotarians. It's their main fundraiser.
Oh, okay.
For the year.
They do a lot for Farmville, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
They have a lot of events.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is they're going to have it this evening at the Fireman Sports Arena. And advance tickets only. So, if you haven't gotten them, they're not going to be selling them at the door, folks.
Okay. So how could I get them?
You can go by Citizens Bank, Benchmark Bank, or Piedmont Real Estate.
Outstanding.
And pick them up. They'll have a first session. They have two this year.
Oh, I see.
Between 5 and 6 p.m. And then 6:30 and 7:30.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you been to this?
Of course.
And what kind of food do they normally?
All kinds of different types.
They
of
do
food.
Something new every year, or
no?
Okay.
It's basically a lot of the groups, some restaurants get together and put together all of this great food.
It sounds like fun. And isn't that where the show was, the Christmas show at the Fireman's
Yes, at the Fireman's Sports Arena. That's right.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah. How did you guys do at that show anyway?
We did fine.
You did good?
We always do well there.
There weren't a lot of vendors there compared to most of them. It's semi-small to get that many people in, but
right.
It is.
Well, they used to have it at Steps.
Okay, where's Steps?
Steps is out toward right under the underpass. SMI Way, that area in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Right where, shoot.
Crossroads?
The kayak place.
Oh, Yakutak.
That's right.
Really? Which building?
It's with the building that's on the closest one to the road, basically.
Okay.
It's a big building there. That's where they used to have it.
Interesting. Yeah, you drive past things and you have no idea. Actually, there's a building there that has what looks like a Starbucks symbol on it. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's a light blue building, like if you turn down past Yakutak, past that first road that turns up to Southern State, I think it is. No.
Is it metal building?
Yeah, it's
that's
metal.
the Waterworks Players.
Waterworks.
Theater.
It's a theater. Really? Yeah. Are they still?
Yeah, of course.
Are they still theater?
They just had a production.
How come I don't know anything about this?
Well, I don't.
Be nice.
I don't know. They should have probably had it on the radio.
I love theater. I mean, it's so much fun. I worked theater and music, a few times, few plays. It's nice to be a music director of a play. Yeah. You get a lot of criticism for your choices and stuff.
Well, that's okay. But anyway, we hope that I hope that the Taste of Farmville has a good showing.
Absolutely. I suspect that they will.
All right.
I'm trying to think of other things in Farmville.
Well, Heritage Baptist Church,
okay,
700 Millwood Road, will be holding a clothing giveaway tomorrow.
Wow.
That's from 5 to 7 p.m. and on Saturday.
And Saturday, okay.
And Probably will be inside. Let's hope it is.
Yeah. Well, I keep thinking it's Friday because
yeah.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
That's right. I'm going to be here.
I know. I can't. I just can't show up. I'm so sad about that.
No, you're not. You're not. You're going to see
How could you tell?
You're going to see your boy.
I know. I'm so excited. And my sister. My older sister hasn't seen my son for a decade. And so I'm so excited to get him over there. Hopefully he'll be nice. My son is so sweet. He's just the sweetest man.
Well, I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to. Maybe we'll stop by on the way to the fishing pond.
That's
something.
right.
That'd be great.
Yeah, stop by.
We have a picture of him with Iggy. Last time he was here, we took care of Iggy while you guys were out, and down by the lake, Alicia took some pictures of him, and so I was like, "Oh, how sweet!"
Yeah, well, Iggy hasn't changed.
Nope.
She's maybe grown up a little bit, but
yeah, she's just gotten bigger wag. I think is what she
wag.
got. She's the biggest puppy ever to hit the face of the planet.
Oh, well, okay.
Do you have anything else that you can tell me about Farmville? Since I'm new to Farmville, what should I know about it? Because I'm pretty sure there's people out there listening who are kind of like me. They're new. I know there's a lot of people out there that are long-time listeners. I mean, I'm sure that's most of them, but it's kind of nice to, if you're new, have some inside information.
Well, I haven't lived in Prince Edward in Farmville for almost 29 years.
Oh, okay.
So I live in Buckingham.
Yeah, but you still do
we're
most
still,
of your...
Yeah, very active in Farmville. Of course, we're on the radio and everything, so doing community.
Yeah. When did all the the restaurant, the fast food places? I wonder when those came in, because I remember when they came into my hometown.
I think probably maybe late 60s, early 70s.
Oh wow! Okay.
We were getting a few of those.
WFLO, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm
Good
just
morning.
giving you something going on in Buckingham on Saturday.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we've got the Primitive Technology Day at the Historic Village at Lee Wayside.
Uh-huh.
It's really cool. We have it every year. There's blacksmithing, Indian relic displays. People come from, all over the East Coast. They're doing an oddle demonstration, which I've never been able to do, but it's an Indian spear throwing technique. We have guys coming that do flint knapping. The Boy Scouts do survival buildings, just hands-on activities and all kinds of really good stuff. There might be some music there, too. Sorry, there's no Easter again. And that's from 11 to 3 at the Village on Saturday. So you guys should check it out.
That sounds fantastic.
Well, what about the weather? Are you going to try to still have it regardless, rain or shine?
I'm pretty sure it looks like the weather's going to cooperate at that point of the day, but occasionally I know that if it really rains, sometimes they move it to the VFW hall, but I haven't heard anything about that yet.
Okay.
So I think everything is still a go.
Yeah, it really is a very interesting event. And one that, you could probably take your son there.
It's Saturday, though.
Well, it is Saturday.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. I wish I had known about that.
Yeah,
I may have actually, honestly, rearranged my schedule for that, because it does sound like a lot of fun.
It is. It's very interesting.
It's really cool. It's really, really cool. But Larry, if you can't make it, you should definitely check out the Adams Museum if you're into the Indian stuff.
Yes.
Because Spencer's got a really awesome collection. So it's really interesting.
That's great. That's good to know. Thank you so much.
That sounds great.
All right, you guys have a great day.
You too.
Thank you for your call. All right. Yeah, lots of interesting things over there.
There's so much going on this weekend. I mean, it's like, woo.
You're never bored on the weekends around this area, with things that are going on. People are they're pretty active.
Yeah,
very active.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Farmville kind of serves, 4 counties?
Well, it's a hub, yes. Yeah. Between Lynchburg, Charlottesville, Richmond.
Yeah.
It's, about an hour each way.
You are an hour away from anything you really need, so that's cool. But it actually kind of surprises me once we got here and we saw the level of facilities that are here. We didn't know there was good size hospital here and clinic and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I expected it to be bigger, just, you know, being around here, that there are so many things going on. To
No,
support.
but it's a small town.
Oh, yes, it is.
And you really notice it in this when the kids go, with the students,
Yeah.
when
Oh,
the
yeah.
students leave for the summer.
I actually remember last year, I wasn't quite aware of what was going on, but I was sensing this difference in the, you know, and it took a while because I was getting a little discouraged. I'm like, what happened to the town we moved to? And then, yeah, the kids come back and it picked right back up. It's great.
It's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I went to school in Tucson, University of Arizona, and it was a total college town. It all revolved around the college, and so it had a similar feel to it during the summertime.
Well, you have Hampton-Sydney as well, which is
Right.
4 miles up the road.
Yeah. That's a
And
beautiful campus.
It is very pretty.
Alicia and I, we like to explore, of course, as you know. We took a couple of drives up through in there, and there were some strange activities going on. We never did quite figure out what it was, but there was a whole lot of people all dressed up, just meandering around, kind of like
Could have
a
been
wedding.
Parents' Day, or
Oh,
it could have been a wedding. You know.
yeah, something like that.
Anything
Do
like
they
that.
do that out there? I suppose?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think they would.
You know, our new sports guy is out there, Gaither. He's doing the sports from the college. I hope he continues over the summertime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been really good at that. He's on top of it. Let's
All
say.
right,
He wants to be a professional at this. So, what a great start, you know.
It is.
So that's Farmville in a nutshell.
Oh no! You could keep going and keep going and keep going.
Oh, yeah?
About you know, Farmville and stuff. You've got the Confederate Cemetery over north of town.
Where's that?
It's right as after you cross the bridge there at in Cumberland on 45. As you're
Okay,
going up.
yeah.
It turns 15 turns into 45,
All right.
and it's to the right. There's a sign there that says Confederate Cemetery. It's really cool.
I think I should write that down because my son's into that kind of stuff. You know,
yeah.
he loves his war stuff, which always confuse me. But he gets into weaponry. He doesn't even own a gun, but he loves what he's learned in his video games.
Oh yeah.
But it's extensive. We walked into a gun store one day, and there was this weird thing in the counter, and my son is, oh, wow, that's a blah, blah, blah. And the guy at the counter goes, you know what that is? You know, people just didn't recognize what it was, and he's got that kind of knowledge. And I'm trying to encourage him to maybe go that way as a profession, because he loves it, you know? It's like, be a gun dealer. I mean, who tells their kid to be a gun dealer? But I mean... All right, maybe I need to take some lessons on parenting.
No, I think you do a very good job.
We're doing the best we can. I bet
right.
that's true for each and every one of us out there. So let's see. If you could teleport anywhere, any place in the world for just 1 hour, where would you go and what would you do there? It's a hard question.
It is. It's a very hard question. I think that I would like to go to Italy. I mentioned this before. To Tuscany.
Tuscany,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
The vineyards. My sister does that. She does it about every other year. They get together, like 4 families, and they rent a huge villa for a month over there. I hate them. No.
No, you shouldn't hate them.
No,
you might get invited.
Yeah, I don't hate them. And I wish I was getting invited. You know, that's been something, though, on the whole financial idea of why do, you know, have you ever heard of Abraham Hicks? I guess I'll start there. It's a very interesting premise. There's this woman who channels this character, Abraham, and she does it all around this law of abundance and law of attraction and all of this stuff. It's a strange premise, but she's got a huge following. And her premise is, you know, what you think about is what you manifest. You know, you have to get it into the feeling first and everything. And I look around and I see people having so much stuff. I'm like, how do they get all this stuff? You know, did they work for it, or are they really super in debt? But you have a tendency to sneer at really rich people because I'm not rich. And I know that I have to change that attitude before I can become rich, wealthy.
Well, yeah, but you're rich and wealthy in other things besides money.
This is true. This is very, very true.
Yeah.
I
Money
miss-
doesn't buy happiness.
No.
What's inside?
Inside my shop. I miss my shop. I'm very sad. I can't wait till I get back into there. You know, I think I can do this.
Now,
thing
what did
here.
you do in your shop?
Anything, and no, it's great. I keep looking around going, how did I get all this stuff? Why did I get all this stuff? I mean, it's really piled up. And it's like, I'd have a fantastic yard sale someday.
You and I both would
Yeah.
have a fantastic yard sale.
Don't you think it would be great just outside, on the lawn
On the
out
lawn,
front there?
right.
Just spread it all out,
Yeah.
big signs. Where they can
Fantastic
see-
yard sale.
Yeah. I'm thinking that. No, I do a lot of artwork with resin and burlwood, as you know, and I have one of those twisted sticks that Francis gave me, and it's a long one, and I just can't wait. And it's the thinnest part of the whole thing that he gave me, and so it's going to be the most beautiful magic wand you've ever seen.
Oh wow, that's great! I've already got my unicorn,
Yeah.
my weapon.
That thing, I like that thing. I'm glad you have that.
I'm glad it's
Yeah.
right on my chopping block in the kitchen.
I was telling somebody, I think it was Donna yesterday, about the Hearts of Virginia Festival, another big, huge event that they have. And that is just like, that brings people from all over, not only Virginia, but it's kind of one of those national type of shows.
Also, it is a homecoming for people, for families, and all to come together for the Heart of Virginia Festival.
They're doing it in September this year, is that correct?
I think so,
Good,
yeah.
good.
I'll
have to
be
get
there.
ready. I'm hoping I will, too.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. I had 2 spots last year, and that helped me out immensely because I could kind of separate the high-end stuff from the really not-so-high-end stuff. But I probably need to get rid of a lot of stuff. But I sold a painting. It was one, and I just love selling paintings. And I wish I could find the gentleman who actually bought the painting. He has, I think, an auto shop somewhere, 4th Street, 5th Street or something like that. He's like, yeah, I'm going to put it up over there. So, I don't know.
Oh, very good.
It's my favorite painting, though. I miss it. I used to have it by my bed. It's like,
Probably Jerry Stewart.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does
4th
he
Street
look like?
Motors.
Okay. I'll have to go over there and see if I recognize him.
Sure.
every time.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Tuscany,
you say?
Tuscany. Yeah, I think so.
I'm trying to think of where I would go. It's a very difficult thing. I mean, what would you do in Tuscany?
What would I would basically sightsee, taste some of the great food.
Oh, I thought you were going to say wine.
I'm not a big wine drinker.
Okay.
No.
You Jack Daniels all the way?
No, I don't like that either.
Really? Who doesn't like Jack Daniels? Oh, most of the world. But I had a love affair with Jack. Hey, Jack.
I think we have a caller, folks.
WFLO, you're on the air.
Yes, good morning. I just wanted to call in and let your listening audience know that there will be an electoral board meeting in Buckingham County tomorrow night, Friday, April 28th. It'll be at 5 p.m. in the Agricultural Building, which is kind of right next to the Health Department and the Art Center on 60. Most everybody knows where that is. We do have a full electoral board now.
That's great.
Democratic, right, there's been a lot happening, and I'll just try and sum it up quickly for everybody. The Democratic rep resigned on March 22nd. She had served for about 15 years.
Wow.
Now, she was replaced around April 11th. So the Democrats have a rep, and there was a Republican rep, the second Republican rep to resign since January. That person resigned around April 12th and was recently replaced in the last week or so. So we now have a 3-member electoral board. We also have an interim registrar who was hired around mid-April, along with a deputy registrar who was also hired about the same time.
Right.
And I just want to urge everyone, especially if you are a resident of Buckingham County, that if you care about free and fair elections, please show up to this meeting tomorrow night. The Electoral Board should operate in a nonpartisan manner. All anyone in this county wants is for the Electoral Board to follow the law, abide by their oath, and operate in a nonpartisan manner.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
Normally, the Electoral Board meets the third Mondays of the month at 7 p.m. The dates and the times and the location may change. Hopefully, we'll get an answer on that tomorrow night.
Okay.
The Electoral Board, I think, has talked about maybe moving to the county admin building.
Okay.
That would allow the meetings to be videotaped and auto-transcription of the minutes, which they don't have currently by meeting in the Ag building. But the downside is if they do switch to the county admin building, the meetings will be during the day. And one of the reasons to move the meetings to 7 p.m. was to allow more participation. But we'll see what the ultimate decision is. But just to sum up real quickly,
Okay.
there is a meeting of the Buckingham County Electoral Board tomorrow night, Friday, April 28th, 5 p.m. At the Ag Building. And so I hope a lot of people will show up.
That sounds...
So thank you for letting me get on the air and mention that meeting, because it's very important.
Yes, it is. And that's why we're here, so that we can get the information out there. We
right.
greatly appreciate you giving us this. I know it's very important to everybody, and so thank you. Thank you again for calling in and letting us know what's going on.
Okay, and thank you again for all you do for your show, for getting the word out to everybody on all topics. So, I very much appreciate everything you do.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
I could have sworn I hit that button.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway.
I'm always pushing buttons, aren't I? I'm just a button pusher.
It's 8:30. We've got the weather coming up.
You want to do weather before birthdays?
Yes, that's what we normally do.
Normally. Did you hear out there?
Yes.
What she just said to me? Normally. Those are fighting words. I mean, come on.
Them's fighting words, huh?
And the only reason I say that is because I usually forget and I do it the wrong way. So, if I give myself a little bit of freedom, it's better that way. Anyway, let's see. Let's refresh that. Oh, it came up 6 degrees already. It's 50 degrees out there, and humidity is 99%. Winds are sort of irrelevant. They are calm. The barometer is 30.14. It's going to be mostly cloudy today with a high of 68, and tonight it is going to start to rain. It's going to start to rain mainly after 11 p.m. with some slight winds, 6 to 8 miles an hour. Friday it's going to rain before 5 p.m. and then it's going to shower and rain after 5 p.m. and it will get up to 65 tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting day, I think. It's going to be wet for the whole kind of going into the weekend.
We call it tricky. It's going to be tricky tomorrow.
That's one thing Farmville has that, some other places have, but it's the weirdest weather I've ever seen in my entire And I lived in Colorado. Yeah. So that's saying a whole heck of a lot, as you know.
As I know.
So Friday night, it's rain and possibly a thunderstorm before 11. The chance of showers mainly between 11 and 2 a.m. The low is going to be 85, and it's going to rain. 80% chance of it. Winds are slight, though, only between 5 and 7 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. On Saturday, it is going to be partly sunny with a high near 76 and winds from 6 to 9 miles an hour. Now, Saturday night, I didn't really realize how lovely Saturday actually might be. Yeah, a lot of these events are probably going to get kind of lucky about all of that. Yeah, so Sunday night, it looks like it's going to be here and there, some showers coming and going, but not real heavy. It's going to be kind of light. And then on Monday, we're going to have a high of 65 and sunny, and Tuesday, a high of 66 and 64. Sorry. It's going to be sunny at the beginning of next week.
Okay,
breathe. Now it's birthday time. See,
music, maestro.
When I breathe, it's much.
Music, maestro. Birthday music, maestro.
Oh, which mouse is that one?
Figure it out.
Oh, that music?
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
That's what I'm looking for.
All right, birthday time. Happy birthday.
All right, we've got a birthday calendar for this April the 27th already.
No. That's crazy.
I know. Anyway, we've got lots of names here for the birthday calendar for this date. Betty Mole. Our good friend Betty Mole is celebrating a birthday today. Betty, we hope you have a great day. Tom Curtis is celebrating. Also, Rita Braxton of Cumberland, a happy birthday to you. We have James Bland Jr. from Farmville celebrating. All right, and these fine folks, I started reading these yesterday, if you recall. Anyway,
Yeah,
we got a double whammy. Debbie Robertson is celebrating. Chuck Dews, happy birthday.
Chuck.
Bill Booker has a birthday. So does Tony Hammonds. Happy birthday to Amy Shaw McHenry and Jack McMillan.
Right.
All of those fine
Jack
folks.
McMillan.
No anniversaries
Nope.
to tell you about today. So that's going to do it for a birthday and anniversary calendar. And Larry, tell them how they can get those birthdays to us.
Well, if you're motivated, you could send an email to general@wflo.net. And that's the easiest way. Or you can mail something into us, and we will read it and put it up. The address is 217 West 3rd Street in Farmville, 23901.
Sweet tooth.
Sweet. I thought you said sweet tooth.
I know, but it's
You saw it on my face. Oh, the confusion? Is that what you're saying? You know what I forgot? I forgot my older sister's birthday was yesterday, and I didn't announce it. Sandra Shanahan is her.
I don't reckon she's
married.
Irish, do you? Do you think she's?
No, but her husband sure is.
Her husband is Irish. That's right.
I just remembered. St. Patrick's Day is March 17th.
Right.
My son's birthday is March 19th. But my older sister, they always have a huge party.
I'm
they
sure.
celebrate the whole Irish thing to the max.
They have the corned beef and cabbage and the sourdough
They invite
their
Jack.
bread.
Jack Daniels over.
They do? Yeah.
He has a good time there every year. Actually, I've never been. I've always wanted to go. All I've heard is I heard about it. I've seen pictures of it, but no.
Well, why didn't you go?
I've only been here a year and a half, though, and I haven't been invited yet. So, but I will invite myself. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Do you do that? Do you invite yourself?
No.
I don't usually either. But
Makes me
family.
feel bad.
What about family? I mean, will you?
Family, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
It's not like just show up and it's like, hey, I
Right.
got 12 children. Can you put us up and feed us for a week?
yeah.
it's
Fortunately, they're close enough to where we don't have to spend the night.
different. Oh, that is good. Yeah, that's very good.
You know, it's always a little unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to sleep in a strange bed or a strange couch.
That's true.
You know,
You
or
can
a
always-
strange floor.
We all changed from staying at each other's houses to getting hotel rooms, you know, in the place. When you were a kid, when you go someplace, did you stay at relatives' houses?
Sure.
Okay. Do you think most people do?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
think so if they have room and if it's not,
Right.
you know, a total inconvenience.
Do you think that's changed over the years?
I think
or-
so. I think it's changed
Okay.
some.
I wasn't sure if it was just like as we grow up and mature, we have a little bit more money and take responsibility.
Well, I know when my parents would come up from Florida, they had a Winnebago. So they would just stay in that.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you ever had campers or Winnebago?
No.
my childhood was about camping. We didn't have a Winnebago, but my dad was a teacher, so during the summer, 3 months, he'd just travel all over the place.
That's
and
nice.
It was awesome. You know, it's that type of stuff that I sort of attribute to being adventurous. You know, I was taught that early.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think that things have changed. People are more likely to stay at a hotel than invading somebody else's privacy. So, anyway, that's that. If you were to create a piece of art that represented your innermost thoughts and emotions, what form would it take, and what message would you hope to convey? I wish you guys could
Go
see.
and answer that.
I wish you could see Chris's face. I'm not sure if she's
going
going
to
to.
my face. It always,
I'm not
you
sure
know.
you're going to hit me or cry. I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's a tough question. I mean, it's so
Yeah.
loaded. I love loaded questions, so
Yeah.
it's kind of the way I am. Not really. I'm a nice guy. Would you say I'm a-
You are a nice guy.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I don't have an artist's view of things.
Really?
Now, I can't draw the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, but drawing is one thing. I envy those people who can draw realism and
Yeah.
paint realism.
Or play an instrument. Oh, my gosh.
Nowhere near. Well, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Rather well.
I know you do.
Few of them.
And, you know, your art is great. Mine would be a jumble, probably. It'd be
Cool.
just, you know.
I love what Alicia does. I mean, she is so good at doing these multimedia pieces that really make messages like this. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
So, but I don't really have
mine
that.
works.
Yeah, all right.
No, I can edit I can edit all that, but writing it,
Yeah.
that's Francis's job.
Yeah.
But
how's the new one coming?
it's coming.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
It's finished.
far?
It's gone. It's finished.
The new one?
Mm-hmm. The new one is
so
finished.
two
and I'm
in the
just,
last
Oh, no, not the new. The old newest one.
I thought I was being
No,
specific.
yeah, the novel.
The novel is done.
The novel is done, and I'm doing a final read on it after I edited it.
Uh-huh.
Doing a final read. Then we'll go
Wow.
off to a couple of other readers.
Nice. Very cool. How many pages did it end up being?
Oh, it's about, well, it varies because of the type font
Right.
that I have.
Yeah.
So one is 360 pages, and then I made the font a little bit smaller, so it's going to be about 269 type
Sweet.
pages. So
That's good. That's good.
It's going to be a long book.
How long does it take then? After they read it, what's the next step on that?
After they read it, send us the corrections and all, and then we get it to John Markin, and he'll do a final read on it.
Okay.
And then once it's ready to go, it'll be sent off to the publisher.
Is there somebody doing some artwork or cover work that you?
No, not in this one.
Not in this
No.
one. Okay.
Not. There won't be any artwork or anything.
Yeah.
But the cover is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
So
did it?
Francis took the photograph.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward
Return
to
to
that.
Iron Bridge Road.
Wow, that's a great name too.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I won't ask you any more because I don't want you to spoil the the story. But maybe do you have a synopsis? Or?
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you
All right,
yet.
we won't leak it.
But it's great.
Awesome. I'm looking very much forward to that.
It takes place at Brunswick Hall Plantation, which is where Francis.
Grew up.
Well, yeah, some of his smaller when he was smaller. Yeah, he lived in the gatehouse there.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. How many books does he have out now?
This is the Iron Bridge Road is the 47th. 47.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Is there a goal maybe of 50?
Yeah, he wants to do 50, possibly 51.
Huh.
So
Okay.
he has 4 more to go.
Right on. Well,
And we wish him luck.
I yes, absolutely. I'm hoping I'm a character in one of these.
Oh, he
eventually.
probably will be. You could be. That's what he does. He people watches, and you could be in one of his
Yeah,
stories. Or,
I'm a little afraid of what that would look. I'm a cartoon character on the other side of it. Oh man, here's some. You ready for any you want some deep intellectual questions here? Because I can come up with something. I'm sure.
you mean something with deep thoughts.
Yeah, like if you could teleport, that kind of thought. Like AI. What about AI? What do you think about AI?
Oh, what? Artificial intelligence?
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
It's terrifying.
Yes.
When I was in Cotati, back in California, I was in a group, and this woman who had been a news broadcaster in San Francisco for like 30 years was in this group, and she was talking about how terrifying AI was for her. And she had information that it seemed like I didn't have. She'd kind of studied it. And I really respected her and her opinions and her knowledge. And she's like, yep, if you have anything to be afraid of right now, it's AI. And I'm like, there's some places that have AIs for their phone messages, right? They try to get you.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's in television, they can do commercials for you.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Radio, they can do commercials for you. I mean, you put in some information about maybe your salesman sell radio ads. You put in some information about the type of business it is and what they're just the basics, phone number, all that kind of stuff, and write me a 30-second ad, and it comes out, and it's perfect.
That's scary.
That is scary because that AI takes away jobs.
That's true. It's going to take away a lot of jobs. And then what do we do? How do we kind of evolve that way? I hope we do evolve through that and not destroy ourselves. But some of those AIs make me furious. There's one, and I can't remember exactly what it is, DMV or the bank or something like that will not let me get to a human being until I tell them everything about my life. And I'm on there, and I don't do this normally. I'm screaming. I'm screaming at an AI, and the first thing they say, though, is this call may be recorded for...
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's what they do. This recorded for what purposes? I don't know.
Training purposes.
That's a bunch of...
Did you ever watch Black Widow, that series? I recommend this show to anybody and everybody. It's so incredibly creative. And one of the episodes that it had was that everybody has this score. You're either good or not good, and it's depending on how you interact with businesses and everything. And so every time I start swearing at this, and they actually have this implemented in China, where you have a score depending on what kind of website you go to, what you buy. And so you get preference like to...
You mean it's discriminatory? Oh, my.
But it's just... this episode, though, is fascinating because this girl who has like a 3.9, and the 4.0s are all up here, and she wants so desperately to get to the 3.9, and that desperation...
Boy, you're coming up with some great words these days.
That's supposed to be a sign of intelligence. George Bush, the young one. He used to make up great words, strategery. I thought that was the most brilliant word ever. But he has a whole list of words he's come up with. Certainly, we digress.
What were you talking about? Well, Black Widow, yeah.
Yeah, well, just I honestly, but these AIs that we talk to on the phone, these AIs that we interact with, I honestly believe we are coming up to that kind of a system where you are basically judged or you're basically given a value based on how you act and treat people. There's a good side of that, right? It should inspire all of us to be a bit better to each other.
Well, we shouldn't have to need points.
No, we shouldn't. But look at how we act to each other nowadays. It's absolutely ludicrous. So what do we do about that? Is this possibly a solution? If you have anything under 2, you go to jail. I don't know. But that's the kind of stuff that could happen. Sorry about that out there at Farmville. I went a little deep. But if you'd like to talk to us about AI, you'd like to talk to us about the Aurora Borealis. That came up the other day. We were supposed to be able to see it. Yeah. Alicia set her alarm, but she couldn't remember what it was when she woke up. She was a little groggy, so we didn't see it. But, I'm wondering if anybody did. Well, especially from Farmville.
Right.
They could call us in.
434-394-0924. Those magic numbers.
It's like you got that memorized or something.
I do.
See, I it's easy when I'm facing this way. Yes. I can see it, but I don't see it this way.
Okay. I do want to tell the folks out there that are Commonwealth Chorale fans, and we have a lot of them because it is a fantastic musical group.
Really?
I have some friends who are members of it and have heard them before, and they are wonderful. Now, they had their Farmville concert last Saturday, but there are 2 more chances for you to catch them and listen. It is free admission. Saturday, April the 29th at 7 p.m., they'll be at Liberty Baptist Church at 1709 Church Street in Appomattox. And on Sunday, April 30th at 3 p.m. at Clarksville Presbyterian Church at 502 Virginia Avenue in Clarksville. So once again, it is free, and they have plenty of free parking at these venues. So if you want to hear some great music, and they'll be performing the Hallelujah, Amen.
I have some questions about that, but we have a caller coming in, so I think we'll talk to them. WFLO, you're on the air.
Hey, Larry.
How's it going?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, how are you?
This is Danny calling in. As a Rotarian, I just want to maybe announce that and encourage people to come out to the Taste of Farmville.
Yeah, we had that a little earlier.
At the Farmers Market. But one more thing, there are tickets still for sale.
Oh, good.
But little change, there will be tickets sold at the door.
Oh, all right.
So if you still want to come to the Fireman's Arena. The early tasting is at 5, and the second tasting is at 6:30.
Okay.
I think there are about 18 vendors.
Oh, wow.
With sample foods for ones to taste. So I just thought I'd let that be known. And again, there will be tickets sold at the door. If you don't have a ticket and want to come out, you're certainly welcome to. Tickets are still $20.
$20,
But they are sold at the door, so I just want to share that with you.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Danny.
Thanks, Danny. Hey, what are you doing today, Danny?
Real well.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm working diligently at this time for WFLO Radio.
You rock, Danny. You're the best.
Yeah, that's great.
No, have a great one, dude.
Great. You too.
Right.
Thank you both.
You bet. Bye-bye.
And once again, you got it on the first go. That's great. Taste of Farmville. They are selling tickets at the door.
So I have a question after. I didn't realize there. You said how many vendors?
18.
18 vendors. So I don't know how this works at all.
What you do is you just go around and sample everything that they have.
You do? Okay. So from 5 to 6, there's like booths like at the art show.
Yeah.
And then you
can do chili. There'll be fish.
Go back to what you like the most?
Yeah.
I bet that's so good.
Yeah, imagine that's pretty good.
Do they have a list of who's going to be there?
Probably, but
we
I
don't
see
have that
one.
list.
I don't see that. But anyway, and if your children want to go and sample some of the food too, it's $7 for children 6 through 12. Of course, under 6 free, I guess.
Do you think I could pass?
Yeah.
Behaviorally, I'm sure, but
I don't know.
I'm coming in free. I'm free. Please feed me. And part of the reason I asked that was because last week, the Pineville thing, I'm sure you've gone past that.
Yeah.
That barbecue.
Yeah.
It was the best barbecue sandwich I've ever had in my entire life. Oh, my God.
Now, listen to Larry Burr say that, with his travelings and places to eat, all that good stuff. Yeah.
I've actually eaten at the Jade restaurant in the top of the Shangri-La in Shanghai. Ooh, my. I got a whole story I could tell about that, but I'm very interested in this Hallelujah, Amen. How big is this? Is it a choir orchestra? Is it
the chorale?
Yeah, it's just
the members, I'm thinking, I don't know.
Don't do that.
Oh. Well, it varies because it is a community of these beautiful voices. So, I would say, I don't know, between 50 and...
Okay, so
it's big.
Man.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, that can be, to me, that kind of music can be spiritual. I mean, I sit there and just, absorb that frequency of that tight connection that we get.
Yeah. And, they're very good. A special concert It's a premiere concert featuring Dr. Pamela McDermott and her Carnegie Hall debut program. So, it's great. They do. They just do a fantastic job.
They perform at Carnegie? Is that
no.
understanding?
This is the guest.
The guest. Okay.
The work. Yeah. Hallelujah. Amen.
And when they had I'm not sure, Saturday 29th, that one's, where was the one that was here?
At Jarman Auditorium.
Oh, okay. I get that.
At
I
Longwood.
get that. Now. And I wonder if do you know of anybody who went there to the concert? I'm kind of curious about what their opinion was of it. I mean.
Oh, well, I think I talked with, I played bridge with, I know, at least one member or two, and they're always great. They're always wonderful concerts. They have the facilities that they pick out are good for acoustics and things like that.
Was that a free concert that they did? Man,
it's free.
I wish I'd known about that. I think I would have tried to get there for sure. It's 7:30 p.m. And that one's happening. You can go to, is it
Liberty Baptist Church in
Appomattox?
Appomattox.
Okay.
And then Clarksville Presbyterian Church.
Nice. 2 more concerts. If you missed it, you have an opportunity to go. Right on. I had another question in my mind, but I don't remember what it is. So we'll make up another question or so. Yeah. Do you think people are inherently good? I mean,
yes, I do.
I do too. So why do we have so many problems right now?
We cause a lot of the problems that we cause are our fault.
They're all our fault. There can't be anybody else's.
We make or whatever, but
I've always believed that growing up, that there's more nice people, more good people. I don't have a real great belief in, I don't know. If I start to think universally, which I try to do because it's,
you have to get the big picture of it.
If it's a law of the universe, then it should apply to me here and now. I forgot what it was going to be. So profound too.
So deep. Sure maybe it got too deep.
No, it just probably. I'm trying to be. Oh God. Okay, breathe.
Okay.
I don't know where that was going, but nice people. Oh yeah, I remember now.
Good. You digressed a little bit.
So there are philosophers that kind of have introduced this idea to me that there really is no good and there really is no bad in the universe. And I think that philosophy may be why people are treating each other the way they are, because they don't believe anymore that there is a good or a bad or a right and a wrong.
I was brought up that there is a right and a wrong.
We were, absolutely. And our generation did pretty darn good.
Yes.
Yours did too.
Yep.
We were close in generations anyway. But so, I wonder if that's what's going on. And the really young people, even my son, and I see what he is, just how he is. He's different than I was or we were,
I think as parents, and I think this comes out from World War II as well, the baby boomers. The parents, our parents, we had responsibilities. Yeah. And, when our dads came home from war and everything, it was pretty much the moms who...
Right. Raised
the family. And they when the men came back, they went back to work, for the majority. And then the women stayed home and raised the families.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And we went to church.
Yes, we did every week.
Yeah, we said the Pledge of Allegiance and all in school. We and did all of that.
Right.
And it was, I think, when they took prayer out of the schools. Because I
don't really agree with that, the separation of church and state. But I understand what you're saying.
Yes,
there's that.
It teaches you some discipline, and it teaches you. you learn a lot these days.
But these,
no,
yeah, you don't.
not much, and the teachers aren't really allowed to teach.
But what I'm afraid of is we're trying to take what worked for our generation and force it down the throat of a new generation that's got this technology that bypasses anything and everything we could even imagine.
Well, I realize.
So
that,
how do we
Larry,
get that? How do we get that instilled into our children? I don't think we can do it by prayer.
No, but when my grandchildren come to see me, they do not bring their devices.
Oh, really?
No.
What
We're
do you do if they
outside.
did?
Well, just say, if you don't mind, we're going to, lay off of that.
We don't want to go to Chris's house.
They do. They love coming to the house. That's the
I
thing.
bet it's
We take
one of
walks,
one of the best houses ever.
Thank you.
It's perfectly set down in there in the trees.
Nice.
I grew up in the middle of the forest. I think I've said this 100 times. I go into that forest and I'm like, oh, thank you.
It's great stuff. But I think our morals and have been compromised.
Mm-hmm.
And work ethics have been compromised.
So yeah, they have. You do believe pretty heavily in then a right and wrong, a good and bad thing.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I don't think. I think that we're taught some of that stuff too.
Oh, absolutely. But I think I don't know if it's hard. Kids that are unruly. Difficult, ADHD, all these things. Mm-hmm. How much of that is genetically imposed into them? How much is the environment making them this way? And I actually think it's more environment than anything else that makes people and kids, especially kids, because once they get that adverse childhood event in them, it's set, and it just messes people up. And to see parents being abusive to their kids drives me absolutely insane. Oh my goodness. It's the worst thing in the world. Well, I think it's about that time. I'm sticking around at the 9:00 hour.
Oh, you are?
I am, because I got to go to the doctor. And so.
Oh, okay. And I'll be in here tomorrow.
Yes, I won't.
I know. We'll miss you.
You and John?
John. And myself.
Outstanding.
Yep.
That should be fun.
I'm going to try to run the board.
I'm going to see if I can tap into that and listen. That would be so much fun. I've never heard the show. I guess I've recorded. Anyway.
All right. Got to go.
Got to go. Thank
Talk
you.
To you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Bye.
WFLO AM in Farmville. 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 In Farmville.